Díomh Ghaeilge, tá fáilte rifcách inniu don ócáid speisialta seo in Ollscoil Limnaí, Chunda Limnaí in Éireann. Hello to everybody, and you are most welcome to our graduation ceremony here today at the University of Limerick on the banks of the River Shannon, Ireland. It is a wonderful day that we have planned for you, and I hope that you, your friends and your family get to enjoy this special time as the university awards you for your endeavour and achievement during the course of your studies with us here at the University of Limerick. Take this time to relax and enjoy and breathe in the significance of your achievement, and note that this achievement is something that will always stay with you and that you will be able to reflect back on in years to come as you recount the journey of your time here at the University of Limerick, the times where you put in great effort to achieve your goals, to work with your lecturers and tutors and professional staff in order to realise the dreams that you came to us with on the first day of your journey. I hope that this special occasion for you, your family and your friends is all that it can be at this time, and that you will go on to celebrate even when this ceremony is over. Cogardicus live Ghaeilge.
Hello and welcome to this UL online conferring ceremony. My role today is to say a few words on the significance of the academic robes worn by our academic staff and the graduates. The origins of academic attire date back to the 12th century, when universities were beginning to emerge. At that time, the dress of the scholar, both student and teacher, was that of the monk. The academic gown can be traced back to the Council of Oxford in 1222, where the local bishop decreed that all clergy should wear a closed flowing gown. Both Oxford and Cambridge adopted this practice and continued it even when the clerical attire changed. In 1895, formal standards were agreed for American universities, which continue to this day. There, the colour used is indicative of the subject to which the degree pertains. This same uniformity does not apply here in Ireland, and you will find it very difficult to identify a pattern or consistency. The hood was originally intended to serve as a cover for the tonsured head of the cleric. Caps came to be used later. You will notice that some academics wear caps while others do not, depending on the custom at the university at which the degree was conferred. In medieval times, the mace was a weapon of war and was a heavy staff or club made from metal and was originally used for breaking armour. In 13th century France, the mace was carried out by the monarch's bodyguard and began to acquire a ceremonial function as a symbol of secular power. At a live ceremony, parchments will be presented across the university mace to the graduating students by the president. Today, the UL mace will be placed on the table in front of our president to maintain its significance for use in acknowledging your academic achievement. I hope that you enjoy the ceremony and can celebrate your success with your families at home. Thank you.
Graduands, welcome to your graduation ceremony. This online ceremony will last for approximately 45 minutes. I now call on the President, Professor Kirsten Mai, to officially start proceedings.
Members of Governing Authority, members of the Academic Council, distinguished guests, parents, partners and families, graduates of the class 2021, colleagues. A meeting of the university is hereby convened for the purpose of conferring academic awards. Exercising the power granted to the University of Limerick by Oireachtas Éireann, I hereby confer degrees of the university on the graduates from the Faculty of Education and Health Sciences.
I now call upon President of the University of Limerick to deliver her conferring address.
Graduates, welcome. Dear Eve, I must begin by offering you the warmest of congratulations on completing this hugely important part of your learning journey and your life. Take a moment and reflect. Be proud, for you have graduated at an immensely challenging time for the global community through COVID-19. Unprecedented, deadly and disruptive. These could be used to describe the last 15 months of life for you as students, for your parents, family and friends, for all of us. And while we are beginning to emerge on the other side, significant challenges posed by the impact of the coronavirus pandemic will be with us for years to come, but so will be opportunities to reflect, take stock, and to do things differently. Speaking of emerging, today you are emerging from your journey through higher education. For some of you, your steps on this pathway of formal education will end here for now, and you will enter or resume professional life with a deeper understanding of the world and yourself, and with a valuable skill set. For others, you will stay on the path of formal learning, inquiry and knowledge exchange by taking your studies onwards. Nonetheless, and whatever path you have chosen, your success is hard-earned, highly valued, and above all, a credit to you and your support network. No one gets to graduate without a great deal of hard work, commitment and persistence, and some degree of self-sacrifice along the way. None of you came to education without that basic desire to help others to fulfill their potential. By fulfilling your own potential here at UL, you are now equal to that task. Furthermore, and as graduates of 2021, you have put yourself at the heart of this most valuable human endeavor, to empower others to empower themselves. Thank you, tutors, who work with such passion and commitment to educate the leaders and decision makers of tomorrow. Thank you, parents, guardians, and your family who stand behind you, offering the support that cannot be measured. Thank your friends who stand by your side and for just being there. And thank yourself for having the perseverance to see it through to the end. You have shown resilience throughout your journey and at the most challenging time. Education has shown to be resilient also. However, we must learn from this pandemic and how change was foisted upon us. We must transform education, and we must do it so that it meets the challenges of tomorrow. Any transformation or reimagining of university education has to go hand in glove with the reform of its funding model and an enhancement of investment into research infrastructure and talent, research capacity and capabilities. Since its foundation, UL has evolved from a regional institution for technical education into a national comprehensive university with growing European and global reach through excellence in research and education. We have you, your alumni, who are the most sought-after graduates that industry so desires and society needs. UL has consistently led on student employability in Ireland. Developing talent pipelines has supported the attraction of significant foreign direct investment into the region, the flourishing of multinational corporations and indigenous businesses. It is talent that underpins the vibrant regional innovation ecosystem. You are entering into that world as our ambassadors, and we are so proud of you. Today, as we know, should be filled with the grandeur of the ceremony held on our stunning campus, and there is no replacement for that. Your loss is our loss also, but we will come back again when it is safe to do so. Your academic achievements are worthy of the highest praise. Indeed, to achieve an award and meet the exacting standards of this institution is a success in itself, but to do so with the backdrop of a global pandemic warrants the deepest admiration and richest congratulations. Normally, these special days would be celebrated with family and friends and supporters. But we have been forced to make sacrifices to protect ourselves, each other, and the communities we serve. Never before have we seen the importance of community spirit, values, and ironically, togetherness. We have stood stronger together by staying apart, and despite that anomaly, homes and classrooms, be these virtual or in person, are reinforced as a seedbed of community values. I hope you will look back on your time at UL in Limerick and as part of a community of scholars. As I mentioned already, society is reopening and we are on the road to recovery. Our societal rejuvenation will be supported by you, bringing your skills, creativity and commitment into professional life and our communities. The importance of our sector has been highlighted by the COVID-19 crisis. Science and the relevance of educational engagement and global research activities is how we overcome adversities like these. To that end, we continue to stand firm against any dilution of educational standards to ensure that you can use your degree confidently and proudly in the knowledge that it is an unquestionable statement of ability, academic integrity and attainment. More than ever, we need that sense of community to be sustained and enhanced to help us address the many imbalances and societal challenges before us. The shared experience of being a graduate can give rise to future experiences where you get to enhance your life and the lives of others, where you make a difference. You can build on your own educational achievement to date and use these as a platform for lifelong learning and for shaping the world of tomorrow. University of Limerick has always placed educational access at the heart of our mission. It is our role to ensure that anyone who has a passion to learn should be enabled to do so. We cannot squander talent because we did not remove basic obstacles to learning. We will continue to make education accessible to all. We will continue in our pursuits of equality, diversion and inclusion. It is imperative that we continue to invest in enabling technologies to ensure, for example, that we can benefit from the academic contributions of a wide range of learners of different abilities. This ensures that our store of knowledge, which every student, every teacher and every researcher contributes to, gives us an ever deeper and wider understanding of the world we live in and everyone in it. Cherish the knowledge and truths you have gained. Keep adding to it and remember that you are now alumni of this institution. You are inextricably linked to University of Limerick and we urge you to stay in touch as you go out in the world for the next exciting chapter of your lives. To finish, I will offer you these. As we look forward to the rest of the year and 2022 with growing optimism, remember this. Patience, determination and hard work are key ingredients for success. And you are now equipped with the mindset and the tools to achieve success, however we may define success, and overcome challenges. And while we face challenges, we need to be cognizant of our own self-worth, our ability to learn and our potential to grow. Savor the short-term success, but be mindful of your long-term fulfillment and all the while think carefully about your priorities. I will close by wishing you all the very best for your new adventures in the knowledge that when life does become uncertain, you will always find comfort and sustenance from the achievement of your graduation. Stand tall, be proud, relish the achievement and shine a light. Congratulations and well done. Thank you very much.
It now gives me great pleasure to welcome the Minister for Further and Higher Education, Research, Innovation and Science, Mr. Simon Harris TD, to say some words of acknowledgement and congratulations to you.
Hello there, and thank you very much for allowing me to be here virtually as part of this really important day for you and your families. As a nation together, we have made an extraordinary effort over the course of the last year and more in response to the spread of COVID-19. Every aspect of our lives has come under pressure as we've worked together in response to what has been an unprecedented threat. All of you, every one of you, have shown tremendous dedication, courage and resilience in completing your studies under these difficult circumstances. You have pursued your ambition under the most trying conditions and limitations that this pandemic has caused. And today is my opportunity to congratulate you. I want to congratulate you as Minister for Further and Higher Education. I want to congratulate you as a former Minister for Health, and I want to congratulate you as a citizen of our country. All of you, no doubt, have grown and have matured. You've increased your knowledge, your skills, you've developed a deeper level of personal awareness and confidence. This journey that you today have completed has so many implications for your future self, the decisions you're going to make, and the opportunities that life will bring as a result of your achievements. And with that, there will be a ripple effect where your achievements will also potentially impact on those closest to you, your family, your partners, your friends. Those of you who have taken this journey are going to inspire others to follow in your footsteps, to believe that they too can fulfill their potential and pursue a career in helping others and serving the public good. I would also at this juncture like to acknowledge the really hard work done by university staff, endeavouring to keep the show on the road, to continue to deliver tuition, to keep university services active, and to continue to support the student body despite the pandemic. And I want to thank each and every one of them for their efforts. Finally, I'd like to say thank you to all of you. Thank you for persevering with your studies, despite the trials that you have faced as a result of the pandemic. The fortitude with which you have borne the stresses of your studies and the pandemic is nothing less than inspirational. And I'm sure that your future careers will be equally inspirational. Thank you for your service. Thank you for stepping up. Thank you for your contribution to our national effort. And I wish you all the very best as you take this next step on your exciting journey, and as we take that step with you to make sure we don't just go back to normal, but that we build a better country as we emerge from this pandemic. Congratulations, Ghaeilge. Thank you very much.
I am pleased to call on the Executive Dean, Faculty of Education and Health Sciences, Professor Rachel Masetvi, to present the candidates for the conferring of undergraduate and taught postgraduate awards.
Good afternoon. I'm delighted to welcome you, our new graduates and your families and friends, to this very special graduation ceremony. Today we are conferring awards on graduates of the Postgraduate Diploma in School Leadership programme. As Dean of the Faculty of Education and Health Sciences, I am incredibly proud of the programme itself and of you all as our graduates. Now I want to start by saying a little bit about leadership itself. The traditional view has been that leaders are born and not made. But the more that we learn about the phenomenon of leadership, the more that we know that leadership can be developed, built and supported. And this is why programmes of leadership development such as this one are so important. Graduates, you began on this programme because of your aspirations to become a school leader, or because you wanted to become a more effective school leader. By so doing, you will enrich the lives of children, of teachers, of parents and the wider community. Leadership is about empowering others to realise their potential, as characterised by Stephen Covey's famous quote. Leadership is about communicating to people their worth and potential so clearly that they come to see it in themselves. We cannot underestimate the importance to society and our future of such excellent and thoughtful leadership in our schools. Schools do not operate in isolation, but all have spheres of influence far outreaching their walls. We should not underestimate the importance and relevance of what today's graduates have undertaken. Personally, it will give you the additional academic skills to empower you to move on and move up in your professional careers, a qualification that has been identified as nationally important to both our schools and our education system as a whole. It is important to say that this programme has been delivered by the University of Limerick team in partnership with our colleagues at NUIG, UCD and Waterford IT. This means that the programme you have participated in was delivered nationally at 10 centres across the country and is rather unique in that you have had access to the top professors in the field across the country rather than experts of one institution only. Delivering a programme as complex as this is no small feat, and I want to take the opportunity to congratulate our academic staff and the team of experienced and knowledgeable tutors who comprise the programme team on this achievement. I also want to say a particular thank you to the Centre for School Leadership, particularly the Director Mary Nihal and her team. Their vision and energy for the promotion of the capacity building of school leadership is invaluable. and the programme team value deeply the collegiate and supportive engagements. I also want to thank the Department of Education and School Principal Associations, the IPPN, the NAPD, for all their support throughout the programme. After these formal thank yous, I want to return the focus of my remarks to the graduates and your families and friends. We know that embarking on a programme like this has not been easy. You've been on a journey. This journey has had its tough moments and its challenges, and these will have been different for each and every one of you. However, what has been unique for this graduating class is that whilst studying on this blended academic programme, you all have been making huge transitions in your own classrooms, keeping our children's education going through a time of remarkable pressure, a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic, and you have done so with grace, with humour and with kindness. You have reached out to our young people in their homes. You have supported them and educated them in a way that none of us could have imagined less than 18 months ago. This work, carried out at the same time as completing an academic programme like this one, is a testament to your commitment and dedication to your profession. We congratulate you on your commitment to continued professional development and your desire to engage in lifelong learning. Your profession is enriched by teachers such as yourselves who remain open to developing yourselves professionally, and there is no doubt our schools, both children and teachers, need teachers who are leaders like yourselves. In addition, many of you have had to juggle working full-time with your family commitments. You have sacrificed evenings and weekends with your nearest and dearest in order to study, and they have sacrificed with you. They have supported your journey, and today's ceremony is also a celebration of the support that you have received. Graduates, all of us here in UL and our partner institutions are delighted to share in celebrating your graduation today. We are proud of your achievements and to have had the opportunity to support your journey. I am now delighted to ask our President to confer the awards. President, the Academic Council of the University has been satisfied that the following graduates are worthy to be conferred. Therefore, I present the candidates and request you to confer the awards upon them. The Head of the School of Education, Professor Patricia Mannix-McNamara, will now call the candidates in this award category in alphabetical order.
Postgraduate Diploma in School Leadership, Carrick on Shannon Education Centre. Mark Barrett, Anya Brady, Martha Brady, Barry Convey, Breda Corcoran, Malachy Dolly, Anya Early, Bernadette Egan, Sarah Ann Gilchrist, Eva Gregg, Laura Griffith, Geraldine Keane, Padraig Kavanagh, Brian Kennedy, Emma Lennon, Suzanne Lohan, Mary Maloney, Andrea Marie McCran, Louise McGinty, Patricia McHugh, Tracy Mead, Aoife Nivalia, Mairead O'Byrne, Julianne Rooney, Quiva Smith, Danielle Smith, David Spellman, Jackie Wallace, James Ward. Dublin South Blackrock Education Centre, Kieran Byrne, Cian Collins, Deirdre Coyle, Aoife Doherty, Rosemary Doyle, Kenneth Dwyer, John Fingleton, Enda Ford, Fionnuala Gleeson, Catherine Glennon, Mark Glynn, Ronan Keddy, Emer Kelly, Paul Kelly, Margaret Patricia Kinsella, Alice Manning, Ryan McCarthy, Maeve McCarthy, Padraig Moore, Michelle Moriarty, Angela Monroe, Fidelma Murphy, Olivia Nestor, Aoife Ní Ellen O'Brien, Ciara O'Riordan, Karen O'Carroll, Laura Marie O'Driscoll, Debbie O'Neill, Karen O'Shea, Kieran Stone, Brian Tevan, Timothy Telford, Geraldine Toohey, Martina Walsh, Sarah Whelan Dunn. National University of Ireland Galway Centre, Lisa Blake, Niamh Conway, Fionn Cuddy, Laura Culhan, Barry Cuneen, Matilda Daly, David Dempsey, Grace Dooley, Amy Duggan, Marcus Faherty, Lorraine Feely, Louise Flaherty, Holly Geraghty, Richard Goggins, Michelle Hines, Liz Kelly, John Killalay, Emma Marie Lane, Linda Mann, Mary Marshall, Ailish McManus, Tressa Minnock, Trina Mullally, Mark Ronaldson, Ruth Ronaldson, Kieran Tierney, Declan Walsh, Ferdinand Whelan, Mairead Wynne, Shra Ghaeilge an Chúrsa, Seamus de Burca, Dennis Deneen, Fiona ní Caháin, Mairead ní Caháin an Cahúr, Gráinne ní Thairta, Bríd ní Gristard, Chúrsa ó Dohertig, Stefan O'Brien, and David O'Connor. University College Dublin, Murren Broderick, Aideen Butler Kenny, Orla Cagney, Emma Claire Clark, Frank Clune, Catherine Conlon, Mark Doran, Richard Doran, Siobhan Gavin, Louise Gillespie, Helen Keeney, Mitch Lindsay, Kevin Logan, Tracy Lynch, Mark McLean, Katrina Magner, Andrew Maloney, Bernadette McCarthy, Joanne McCormack, Sarah MacDonald, Siobhan McKenna, Avril McKeown Sheridan, Sorcha Niamh Mellon, Elizabeth Mitchell, Amy Moran, Sinead Nestor, Niamh O'Brien, Gemma O'Byrne, Sheila O'Carroll, Sarah O'Donoghue, Matthew Quinn, Aisling Romano, Jonathan Russell, and Sarah Swan.
I now call upon Mr. James Lenihan to say a few words to his peers in the graduating class of 2021.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is James Lenihan, and I am part of the team from the Cork Centre. I am deeply honoured to have been asked to address our graduating class today. This is an important milestone for us, and one that I am happy to share with friends. So firstly, I would just like to say congratulations to everyone. We did it, and we made it. I'm delighted that we were able to celebrate today and mark our achievement together online. Unfortunately, there were no breakout rooms on this occasion, so we just have to make do. As I was writing this speech, I thought back to the first time we all met together in UL. I must admit that first day was both overwhelming and exciting for me, listening to leaders speak of commitment, time management, and the importance of having a conversation at home, outlining some me time for college work. I didn't know anyone, so naturally I started to group people by accent, wondering when or if I would hear the unique Cork dialect. At that point, in that moment, I felt out of my depth. But thankfully, as the day progressed, I realised that this was the course for me, and my confidence returned. As I made new friends, I realised we were all in the same boat, sharing the same experience, the same exciting apprehension of what was to come. This was my first lesson. I realised that it is important to have those honest encounters, to acknowledge the feelings of apprehension, because as leaders, we need to lean into those difficult conversations. We need to be open, honest, and at times vulnerable in order to overcome a particular challenge. But I'm glad to say we did it and we made it. While writing for today, I wanted to avoid mention of all things COVID, but it has had an effect and has been the biggest catalyst for change that many of us have ever experienced. A catalyst for education reform. Reform that the PDSL has prepared us for. The PDSL is the best postgraduate course that I could have ever completed. It is the gold standard, and I am proud to be graduating today. Throughout the course, I have met so many interesting and inspirational people, many of whom I have not met in person, but the connections are there, they have been built, and they will last. Today, we are graduating from a dynamic programme that embraces change and has equipped us with the tools to navigate an unpredictable and ever-changing educational landscape. The PDSL is a programme that practices the values it promotes, and to borrow a phrase from Aretha Franklin via Professor Sugru, change is going to come. And all we can do is be prepared and embrace the uncertainty with an open mind. I've learned that we can only control so much, but by engaging with the community and a team that is built on support and openness, we can achieve. To conclude, I've gained so much from my own experience throughout the PDSL. I'm grateful to the dedicated staff, tutors and lecturers on the course. Grateful to have met so many wonderful friends and leaders. But most of all, I'm grateful to my family for putting up with the constant TED Talks and academic readings that could take place at any time of the day or night. Looking to the future, I'm confident that we can overcome any challenges that present in our next chapters, having completed one of the most difficult ones. So, graduating class of 2021, congratulations to everyone. Once again, we deserve the celebration today because we did it and we made it. Gurv míle maith agaibh Ghaeilge.
Cohordagus agus goma, Gurv míle maith agat.